Good morning, students. Once again, welcome back to the physics class. What we have learned in previous class, I would like to revise once. So, what was our previous class? Rules. So, the first point in rules, what I have explained in previous class, the units named after scientists are not written with a capital initial letter. This is the first rule. And next one is the symbols of the units named after scientists should be written by the initial capital letter. And third point is small letters are used as symbols for units not derived from proper noun. Fourth one is no full stop or other punctuation marks should be used within or at the end of the symbols. Fifth point is the symbols of the units are not expressed in plural form. When temperature is expressed in Kelvin, the degree sign is omitted. Seventh one, the number and units should be separated by a space. Eighth point is accepted symbols alone should be used. The ninth point is the numerical values of physical quantities should be written in scientific form. So these are the 9 points what I was explaining in the last class. So when I was explained each and every point, I gave one example. So but here I didn't mention. So this is our previous class. Just you can try to revise once. Now we will discuss our today's class. Now we entered our today's class. Our chapter name is measurements. So please be get ready to listen today's class. In this chapter, today's our learning objectives are vernier calipers, description of vernier caliper, working of vernier calipers, usage of vernier caliper, and errors of vernier calipers. So about these concepts today we are going to learn in this class. Today's our first concept is description of vernier caliper. Okay, so we will discuss here description of this vernier caliper. The first point is, so vernier caliper consists of a thin long steel graduated in centimeter and millimeter called main scale. That name is main scale. So once again I'm going to read this first point. After that we should observe the figure what I have mentioned here. Vernier caliper consists of a thin long steel graduated in centimeter and millimeter called main scale. So please see the figure. What is that point? Vernier caliper consists of thin long steel. So it is will you please observe middle of the figure one, it is like a structure of scale, correct? It is looking like a structure of scale. The readings also there 0 1 2 3 4 5 like that. Okay, so that part is the, what is the name? Main scale. It is made up of steel. I hope whether you will seeing only you can observe that metal, what is that? Steel only. Okay, So vernier caliper consists of a thin long steel graduated in centimeter and millimeter called as main scale. So on the main scale, what is the readings of that? 0 to 1, that is 1 centimeter. 1 to 2, that is also 1 centimeter, like. So on the main scale, what is the readings are there? Centimeters, that one. 0, 1, 2, 3, that is the centimeters. In between 0 to 1, 10 small lines are there, that is millimeter. 1 millimeter, 1 millimeter, 1 millimeter, like that. Okay, so 0 to 1, that is the 1 centimeter. 1 to 2, that is another centimeter, like that. 0 to, in between 0 to 1, 10 small lines are there, that is the millimeters. It will indicate as a millimeters. Okay, then second point is, to the left end of the main scale, an upper and lower jaw are fixed perpendicular to the bar. These are named as fixed jaws. So to the left end of the main scale, an upper and lower jaw are fixed are fixed. So please see the figure once again. To left end of main scale, so left end of main scale, you can see two fixed jaws are there. One is the upper top side of the vernier main scale, and one is the down side of the main scale. So the left end of the main scale, two jaws are there. That jaws name what? Fixed jaws. Fixed jaws. Okay, so to the left end of main scale, an upper and lower jaw are fixed perpendicular to the bar. How these two jaws are fixed perpendicular to that main scale? Okay, then third point is, to the right of the fixed jaws, a slider with an upper and a lower movable jaw is fixed. To the right of the fixed jaws, already we know, left end of the main scale, two jaws are there, that is the two are the fixed jaws. Okay, so to the right of the fixed jaws, a slider with an upper and a lower movable jaw is fixed. So right side of that fixed jaws, more two jaws are fixed. What is that? The two jaws name movable jaws. And these two jaws, along with these two jaws, one more part also he mentioned. What is that? Slider. Okay, so please see the figure. So left end, these two jaws are the fixed jaws, and right end, right side of that fixed jaws, more two jaws are there, that is the movable jaws. Okay, and along with these movable jaws, one slider also there. He mentioned screw clamp, so that is nothing but a slider. Slider means it will be movable. Okay, it will be movable. Then fourth point, the slider can be moved or fixed to any position using screw. So by the use of that screw, we can move that slider and fix it. Okay, so we can tight, we can make tight to that screw, means that slider, it will be won't move. Otherwise we have to move the slider any side, means by the use of screw we should move that slider. Okay, then fifth point and important point is, the vernier scale is marked on the slider. So on, I told you what is a slider. On the slider, the vernier scale is marked, and it moves along with movable jaws and the slider. So on the slider, one scale is marked. What is that scale name? Vernier scale. So this vernier scale is moves along with movable jaws and the slider. That slider is moving means that vernier scale also will move, because that vernier scale is marked on the slider. Okay, so please see the slider. Downside of the slider, will you how you can observe that screw clamp heading is there, no, in the In the figure, screw clamp, it is indicating like an arrow mark. That is a screw, and that fixed part is the, what is that fixed part name? Slider. So the downside of the slider, you can observe on the slider downside, some readings are there, 0, 1, 2, 3. Actually it is like it's not visible, but I am telling you, you can remember that is the vernier scale, that readings is 0, 1, 2, 3, like up to 10. Okay, so the vernier scale is marked on the slider. This is the vernier scale on the slider, it is marked. Okay, how many divisions? 10 lines. Vernier scale having 10 divisions, that means 10 lines. The vernier scale is marked on the slider and it moves along with movable jaws and the slider. Okay, so please, this is a very important point. Fifth point, vernier scale is marking on the slider. You have to remember once more, what is that? Vernier scale is marked on the slider and it's having 10 divisions, that means 10 lines. Okay, so please see the figure carefully. Now, sixth point in description, the lower jaws are used to measure external dimensions and upper jaws are used to measure internal dimensions. So here I already told you, vernier caliper, any vernier calipers having upper jaws and lower jaws. In upper jaws, one is the fixed jaw and one is the movable jaw. In lower also, one is the fixed jaw and one is movable jaw. So what is the use of these jaws? Actually, in this fourth point I clearly mentioned, the lower jaws are used to measure external dimensions and upper jaws are used to measure internal dimensions. So you can see the figure, I mentioned the names, jaws for measuring inner dimensions, upper jaws, and lower jaws for measuring outer dimensions. Okay, then seventh point is the thin bar attached to the right side of the vernier scale is used to measure the depth of the hollow object. The thin bar attached to the right side of the vernier scale. So please all of you see the figure, right side of the vernier scale, at last right side end you can see stem for measuring depths. Stem for measuring depths is there, the name of part name, what is that? Stem for measuring depths. So here the thin bar attached to the right side of the vernier scale, it is arranged right side only, no, is used to measure the depth of the hollow objects. Okay, so by the use of this thin bar, what is the use? To measure the depth of hollow objects. So this is the 7 points of description of the vernier calipers. Okay, so you can listen carefully while watching this video in this description of this vernier caliper. Okay, now next concept is usage of vernier calipers. Okay, now here we should learn how to use this vernier calipers. First of all, we can see what is the use of this vernier calipers. So please see that yellow color sentence. We can use vernier caliper to measure dimensions of any object. Dimensions means like length, height, width, volume, like that. So by the use of this vernier calipers, we can measure dimensions of any object. Okay, I told you now dimensions means what? Length is one dimension, width is one dimension, volume, this is also one dimension, and height, this is also one dimension of any objects. Okay, So by the use of vernier calipers, we can measure dimensions of an object. Okay. Now, but before going to use the vernier calipers, we have to know first of all some properties about that vernier calipers. Before going to use, we have to know about that vernier calipers actually. Okay, so what is the first? The first step in using the vernier caliper is to find out its least count. So I told you now only, before going to use the vernier calipers, otherwise before going to measure the dimensions of any object by the use of vernier calipers, you have to know some properties of that vernier calipers what you are using. What is that properties? Least count, range and zero error. Okay, first one is least count, range and zero error. We can learn about this least count, range and zero error one by one. So what is least count? What is least count? Now we will see. Least count is nothing but we can measure the length of the smallest length of the object by the use of the vernier calipers. The smallest length which can be measured by vernier calipers is called least count of that vernier calipers. So what is the least count meaning? By the use of that vernier calipers, how much smallest length you are finding of any object, that is the least count. Okay, and range is nothing but a capacity of that vernier calipers. I hope you know range, that means capacity means power. Okay, and zero error means it is important that vernier calipers, how much manufacturing defect having, that means zero error means that vernier calipers does not having any mistake, does not having any manufacturing defect. At the time of manufacturing, that vernier calipers having some defects. Okay, so here zero error means that vernier calipers does not having any manufacturing defect. Okay, so we should call that is the zero error. Zero error means no error, no manufacturing defect having that vernier calipers. That vernier calipers is perfectly alright, perfect. Okay, to measure the dimensions of any object. So now we should discuss one by one that what is least count. Clearly I will explain on the next slide, and what is that zero error, and that zero error having some types like positive error and negative error. I will explain later, that means next slides. Okay, so that least count and zero error, about the two topics I will explain clearly in next slides. Okay, now our next concept is least count. As I explained above, we will discuss the complete explanation of the least count. So first of all, we'll see what is the least count, what is the definition of the least count. So please see that black color box. The smallest length which can be measured by vernier caliper, the smallest length which can be measured by vernier caliper. So that is called least count. Okay, so by the use of vernier calipers, how much smallest length you can find, so that is the least count. Okay, suppose by the use of one vernier calipers you can find like 0.01 length of the object. Suppose that object length is 0.01. By the use of vernier scale, vernier caliper, you found that one. So that is the least count. Suppose by the use of vernier scale, by the use of vernier caliper, will you find 0.5 length of the object. Suppose one object length is 0.5 millimeters. That object length you found by the use of vernier caliper. So what is the least count of that vernier caliper? 0.5. For example only I am telling. Okay, so how much smallest length which can be measured by vernier caliper, that is the least count. Least count is nothing but a smallest length. Okay, so least count is nothing but what? Smallest length we can able to find by the use of vernier calipers. Okay, this least count is based on that vernier calipers. Different vernier calipers having different least count values. One vernier caliper having 0.01, one vernier caliper having 0.02, like that. Based on the vernier calipers, the least count value will be changed. Okay, so but actually always we are using some vernier calipers in the lab. Usually we should take the least count is 0.01. Okay, so here the formula of the least count is LC, means least count. Okay, LC is equal to 1 main scale division by total number of vernier scale divisions. We'll see once again what is the formula of least count. LC is equal to 1 main scale division by total number of vernier scale divisions. Now please all of you see the diagram what I have mentioned here. In this figure, in this diagram, in the middle one big scale is there, right? Big scale. I already told you in the description that is a main scale. So please all of you see on the main scale some readings are there. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is a centimeters, right? 0 to 1, that is 1 centimeter. 1 to 2, that is 1 centimeter. Again 2 to 3, that is 1 centimeter, like 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, like that is. But in between the 0 to 1, how many lines are there? 10. In between the 1 to 2, how many lines are there? 10. So that is what? 10 millimeters. So 10 lines is nothing but each line is the 1 millimeter. Okay, so in between 0 and 1, otherwise in between 1 and 2, 10 small lines are there. That small lines is nothing but each line is equal to 1 millimeter. Okay, so here 0 to 1 means 1 centimeter. So in between that 1 centimeter, how many small lines are there? 10 lines. So the 10 is nothing but each line is a millimeter. So 1 centimeter is equal to how many millimeters? 10 millimeters. Actually that is not our point. So we have to find the formula. So what is the formula? 1 main scale division by total number of vernier scale divisions. 1 main scale division. So 1 main scale division means, please see the formula under least count is equal to 1 millimeter. 1 main scale division means on the main scale, what is the 1 main scale division? 1 millimeter only. Okay, 1 main scale division. On the main scale, so many divisions are there.
like 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter, like that is there. So what is the one main scale division means? 1 millimeter. So in the place of 1 millimeter I substituted, in the place of one main scale division I substituted 1 millimeter divided by total number of vernier scale divisions. Once again, all of you see the figure. Vernier scale, I already told you where I explained the description. On the vernier scale, how many divisions are there? How many digits are there? Digits means numbers. 10 numbers are there. Please see once again figure. On the vernier scale, how many numbers are there? 10. So total number of vernier scale divisions, how many? 10. So least count is equal to one main scale division means 1 millimeter divided by total number of vernier scale divisions means 10. So 1 millimeter by 10. So 1 by 10 how much? 1 divided by 10 means 0.1. I hope you know how to find this value. 1 by 10 means 0.1 millimeter. Okay, then that millimeter value is changed into centimeters. How to change that millimeter to centimeter? 1 centimeter is equal to 100 millimeters. Correct. So 1 millimeter is equal to 10 power minus 2 centimeter. Sorry, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. Correct. So 1 millimeter is equal to 10 power minus 1 centimeter. So here 0.1 into 10 power minus 1 centimeter. So 0.1 into 10 power minus 1 means 0.01 centimeters. Anybody facing problem to understand this means no need to write that 0.01 centimeter. You can remember 0.1 millimeters. That is also correct only. Okay. So this is the least count value of the vernier caliper. Usually, always we are using what instruments, that means what vernier calipers we are using in the lab. This is the least count. Okay, how much? Either 0.1 millimeter or 0.01 centimeter. So this is the explanation about least count, definition and formula. Okay. Next concept is zero error. What is that? Zero error. Then we'll see the definition of the zero error. Zero reading on the main scale and zero reading on the vernier scale coincide. This condition is called zero error. So once again, zero reading on the main scale and zero reading on the vernier scale coincide. This condition is called zero error. So we'll see. I will explain like practically. Please see the figure. Please see the first figure. In the first figure, what I did here, that lower jaws and upper jaws by the use of screw. By the use of screw, that lower jaws and upper jaws I kept in initial position. Okay, that lower two jaws and upper two jaws I added. That means I kept in initial position. Okay, so whenever that lower jaws and upper jaws you kept in initial position in that time, so what is the definition? Zero reading on the main scale and zero reading on the vernier scale. For our convenience, yes, I gave here that both the scales, that means main scale and vernier scale. So please see the second figure what I have mentioned here. In that second figure, top side, top readings 0, 0.5, 1, that is the main scale readings. Okay, that is the main scale. And downside 0, 5, 10, that is the vernier scale. So whenever that lower jaws and upper jaws you kept in initial position, that time 0 reading on the main scale and 0 reading on the vernier scale, this two will be coincide, means this condition is called zero error. So please see the second figure. In the top upper is the 0, 0.51, that is the main scale, and lower is the 0, 5, 10, that is the vernier scale. So in this figure, what you have to observe, 0 reading on the main scale and 0 reading on the vernier scale, both are coincide, no? Please observe carefully. 0 reading on the main scale and 0 reading on the vernier scale, both are coincide. Here 0 reading means in the vernier scale, you can observe the second figure, 0 reading means 0 he has mentioned at the small line, but not that one, that big line, that thick line is there, no? In the main scale, thick line is there, 0 reading, that one, and thick line in the downside also, in the vernier scale, on the vernier scale also, both will be coincide. That means both on looking like a single line, correct? So both are coinciding means both are looking like a single line. Okay, so whenever that 0 reading on the main scale and 0 reading on the vernier scale both will be coincide, that condition is called zero error. So please don't confuse here. In the vernier scale he mentioned that 0 near to the small n, but not that one. We have to observe that 0 reading on the main scale, and in the vernier scale you have to observe that big line. Okay, so both are coinciding, so this condition is called zero error. So please you have to remember what I am going to tell now. Zero error means that vernier caliper having no error. Zero error means what is that? Zero error. Zero means no, correct? No, so no error. Okay, which vernier caliper having zero error? That vernier caliper does not having any defect, that is perfectly working. Okay, that is perfectly working instrument. So you have to remember this one. So zero condition, zero error means this is the explanation. So don't confuse this one. Top main scale 0 reading and vernier scale 0 reading both will be coincide means that is the zero error. Okay. Next concept is positive zero error. So we will discuss about this topic now. What I explained above regarding that zero error. So what I told there, zero error means there is no error. Okay, that vernier calipers does not having any error means we should call that is the zero error. Okay, so in case any vernier calipers having an error means, in case any vernier calipers having an error, that error usually two types. That error usually two types. One is the positive zero error and another one is the negative zero error. About that negative zero error we will discuss after 5 or 10 minutes. Then first of all we should see positive zero error. Okay, we will discuss about this topic now. So positive zero error means, what is the positive zero error, how we can find the value of positive zero error, and then how, what is the use of this positive error finding, we will discuss now. So please see first of all the definition of the positive zero error. So all of you see the first box, first black color box. If zero of a vernier scale is shifted to right side of main scale, if zero of a vernier scale is shifted to right side of main scale, it is called as positive zero error. So as explained above, when the upper two jars and lower two jars are kept initial place, that means you can add that upper two jars and lower two jars. In that situation, if 0 of a vernier scale is shifted to right side of your main scale. So as I explained in the zero error, what I explained there, zero reading on the main scale and zero reading on the vernier scale both are coincide, means that is the zero error, correct? So but here what is the difference? The zero of a vernier scale is shifted to right side of main scale. So once again please see the figure what I have mentioned here. So here I mentioned one figure. In this figure you can clearly observe the top upper scale is the main scale and lower scale is the vernier scale. So this, all of you see this vernier scale, the zero reading of the vernier scale is right side of the zero reading on the main scale, or otherwise left side, it is right side, so it is shifted to right side. Okay, if zero of a vernier scale is shifted, otherwise you can add here, no problem. If zero reading of a vernier scale is shifted to right side of main scale, okay, here zero reading on the vernier scale is shifted to right side on the main scale, okay, so it is called as a positive zero error. It is called as a positive zero error. Okay, this is the positive zero error. Okay, suppose the scale is the vernier which vernier calipers we are using, in that vernier caliper scale is showing like this, means okay, we can identify this vernier caliper is having positive zero error. Okay, how to find the value, how much positive zero error having that vernier calipers we can find. Okay, see the second box. In case vernier caliper having positive zero error, find out how much positive error having this vernier caliper and make correction and use it. So before going to use this vernier caliper, we have to find that that is having either error or not. So in case zero error means no problem, that is perfectly alright, then we can use directly. But that vernier caliper having positive zero error means we can find the value and then we can correct that error, then we can use it. Okay, so how to find the error value, now we'll find out. Please see the third box. How to find error value? Find out which vernier scale division is coinciding with the main scale. Find out which vernier scale division is coinciding. Vernier scale divisions is nothing but lines. How many lines, how many divisions are there on the vernier scale? 10. So find out which vernier scale division is coinciding with main scale. So please see the figure. Which vernier scale is which vernier scale division is coinciding with main scale divisions? Please see that zero line, it's not coinciding. First line means after zero on the, please all of you observe the vernier scale readings. Okay, so zero, it's not coinciding. After that zero line, after that zero division, it's not coinciding. Second line, it's not coinciding. Third line, it's not coinciding. Fourth line also, it's not coincide. Fifth line, you can see fifth, that big line, vernier scale division, that means fifth line on the vernier scale, it is exactly equal to the main scale fifth line. Okay, so here this fifth division on the vernier scale is coinciding the main scale reading. So what, which line, that one, which division? Fifth one. So that okay, first of all you can see here, find out which vernier scale division is coinciding with main scale. That division is a positive error of vernier scale, vernier caliper. Okay, so we have to find out which vernier scale division is coinciding with the main scale. Okay, so that division is the positive error of vernier caliper. So please see the below box. For example, let us see the figure on screen. Here fifth vernier scale division is coinciding. As I explained above, that fifth vernier scale division, fifth line is coinciding with the main scale division, correct? So here positive error is how much? 5. So here once again I am telling you, you are finding positive zero error value. In this case you have to consider vernier scale divisions, not on the main scale. So you forget about that main scale, you can remember only the vernier scale. So vernier scale having 10 divisions. In the 10 divisions, which division is coinciding with main scale, that is the value of positive zero error. Suppose sixth line is coinciding, what is the error? 6. 10th, ninth line is coinciding, what is the zero error, positive zero error value? 9. Okay, like that, which division is coinciding, that is the value. Okay, after finding the error, please see the last box. Error is equal to 5 into least counter. Already you found here error value how much? 5. Positive zero error value how much? 5. So error is equal to 5 into least count. I hope you know what is the least count of the vernier scale. What is the least count? 0.01. I already explained above. So error is equal to 5 into 0.01 centimeters. 0.01 centimeters. Okay, 5 into 0.01, what is the value? 0.05 centimeters. So that is the error. What? This 5 is not the actual error. After finding the error value, we have to multiply into least count of that vernier calipers. So already we found that vernier caliper value how much? 0.01. Okay, so you can multiply error value 5 into least count. So what is the final answer? 0.05 centimeters. That is the error of this vernier calipers what you are using. Okay, then so we found error. What we should do? We have to correct it. We have to correct it. So what is the error? 0.05. Then I have to make a correction. How I should make correction? That is a positive zero error. Positive zero error means what? Plus, correct? Plus. Positive zero error means positive means what? Plus. So plus 0.05 is the error. I should correct. I have to correct. What I will do? Simply I will add minus 0.05 centimeters. Okay, how much correction, how much error is there? We should add that much value, correction value. Okay, suppose error is 0.07 means what we should add? Minus 0.07. Like that. Here what is the error? 0.05 centimeters. So how to correct that? You should add minus 0.05 centimeters. Okay, so plus 0.05 minus 0.05 how much? 0. Plus 5 minus 5 how much? 0, no? Like that, plus 0.05 minus 0.05. You can add both means what is the result? 0. Then that vernier caliper will be work perfectly, and after finding any length of any object, it will give perfect value. Okay, so this is the one type of error, and how to find the error and how to correct that error we have learned here. Okay, so please try to understand carefully. Next concept is negative zero error. Okay, so this negative zero error is the second type of zero error. I already told you first type. What is that? Positive zero error. Okay, so this one is the negative zero error. This negative zero error is completely opposite to the positive zero error. Okay, so those are understood that concept. It is easily you can understood. So please see the definition of the negative zero error. If zero of a vernier scale is shifted to left side of main scale, it is called as negative zero error. So what is the definition of the negative zero error? If zero of a vernier scale is shifted to left side of main scale, it is called as negative zero error. As I explained above, positive zero error. Positive zero error means that zero is shifted to right, here left side. Okay, so whenever you are keeping that upper two jaws and lower two jaws of the vernier scale, whenever you are keeping the initial position, in that time the zero reading on the vernier scale is shifted to left side of the main scale. Zero reading means it is called as a negative zero error. So simple, you can remember, both vernier scale zero reading and main scale zero reading coincide means that is a zero error, no error. In case that vernier scale reading zero reading is right side of the main scale zero reading means that is a positive zero error. Okay, here negative zero error means what? That zero reading on the vernier scale is shifted to left side of the zero reading on the main scale. Okay, so this is the negative zero error. If zero of a vernier scale is shifted to left side of main scale, left side. Okay, in case second see the second box. In case vernier caliper having negative zero error, what we should do? Find out how much negative error having this vernier caliper. Find out how much negative error having this vernier caliper and make correction and use it. Okay, so how to find error value? Find out which vernier scale division is coinciding with main scale. That division is the negative error. That value of division is the negative error of vernier caliper. But you have to count from back. Okay, so here what we did in previous case, positive error, we counted which vernier scale division is coinciding with main scale. We counted from 0 onwards, 0 1 2 3 like that, from forward direction we found. But here you have to find out the negative error value. Means what you have to do, you should measure the vernier scale divisions from back side. From back side onwards you should measure. Okay, so here find out which vernier scale division is coinciding with main scale. That division is the negative error of vernier caliper. So but you have to count from back onwards. So please see the example what I have mentioned here. Please see the fourth box. For example, let us see the figure on screen. Here fourth vernier scale division is coinciding with main scale. So please see the figure. Particularly you should see the vernier scale. You can observe the vernier scale. Okay, so in that vernier scale which division is coinciding with main scale, that we need, because that division is the negative error, correct? So what we should do, we can check one by one, but you have to observe, you have to check from back side onwards. Okay, so you should go directly from 10th. Okay, that 10 that is the 0, correct? From backward onwards you have to find, you have to count that 10 is the 0. It is coincided? No, it's not coincided. Okay, then 9th, before the 10 reading, one small value is there, that is not coincided. Then 8th line, it is also not coincided. Then 7th line, it is also not coincided. Then 6th line, it is coincide. Please see, 10th, that is the 0. Before 10th, that is the 1. Before that 2, before that 3, before that 4. Actually, from forward onwards, 6th line is coincided. From backward onwards, 4th line is coincided. So here we have to consider from backward on backside onwards. We have to count from backside onwards, correct? So here, what is the vernier scale reading? Which line is coincided? 4th line. So what is the vernier scale negative error? 4. Negative 0 error means minus 4. So here 4th line is 4th division on the vernier scale is coincided with main scale. So here, what is the negative 0 error of the vernier scale? Minus 4. Okay, negative. So only I indicated here minus. Okay, so here error is the 4 because 4th line is coincided from backside onwards. So that is the, you will confuse here, sir. Here 5th line is coinciding, not 4th line, like that you will tell, but that's not correct. But you have to count from 0 onwards. 0, 1, 2, 3. So here we are counting from backside. That means from 10 onwards means the 10 is the 0. Before that 9. Before that 8. Like that you have to count. Okay. 10 is the 0. Before line 1. After line 2. After 3. After 4. So 4th line is coincide. So negative 0 error is how much here? 4. So this is the negative 0 error. So here I kept minus. So minus 4 is the negative 0 error. Okay. So after finding error, what we should do? We can multiply into least count. So error is equal to minus 4 into, what is the least count value? 0.01 centimeters. So minus 4 into 0.01 centimeters means what is the value? Minus 0.04 centimeters. Okay. Then what is the final error value? Minus 0.04 centimeters. Then okay, we found the error. After finding, what we should do? We can correct that error. So what is the value of that error? Minus 0.04 centimeters. How we should correct? What we did in previous case, positive error. Positive error means we added a minus value. Here negative error means what we should do? We can add a positive value, correct? No? So here what is the value? Minus 0.04 centimeters. That is the error. Then how I should correct that? Simply I will add positive value. So minus 0.04 means I have to correct it. So I will add plus 0.04. So plus 0.04 I should add minus 0.04 means what is that value? 0. So minus 0.04 plus 0.04, that value is 0. So that error will be correct. That error will be corrected. Okay. So like this we have to check whether that vernier calipers having an error or not. It's not having any error means it's no problem. In case it's having any error like a positive error or negative error means we can find that error and we should correct. After that only we should use this vernier calipers. Okay, then only we will get exact values, exact measurements of the any object what you are finding. Okay, so like this we can find the negative 0 error. Next concept is working of vernier caliper. Actually, what is our aim here? We have to find length of any object or thickness of, sorry, not any object, small object, or thickness of small object. So here how this vernier caliper will work, how it will find the length or thickness of a small object. Now we will see. The first point is which object length or thickness we have to find, place that object in between the lower jaws. After that, check vernier scale 0 reading is coinciding with the main scale reading. That reading is main scale reading. Once again, which object length or thickness we have to find? Place that object in between the lower jaws. You know already our vernier calipers having upper jaws and lower jaws. So which object length you have to find? That object you have to place in between the lower jaws. After that, what you have to do? Check vernier scale 0 reading. So vernier scale 0 reading you can check at what reading it is coinciding with the main scale reading. That is the value you have to take as a main scale reading. That value you have to take as a main scale reading. Okay. For example, in our diagram, what it is showing here, after placing that object in between the lower jaws, it is showing that vernier scale 0 reading is coinciding with the main scale at what reading? 2.4. So what is our main scale reading value? 2.4. Okay. Then second point is at the same time check which vernier scale reading is coinciding with main scale reading. I already told you first point, 0 reading is coinciding with main scale reading. So that is the how much? 2.4. That you have to take as a main scale reading. Leave it. That one you can leave. Then after that, except 0 reading, remaining 9 lines are there on the vernier scale, right? Total vernier scale having 10 lines. In the 10 lines, 0 is already coincided with some reading, that is 2.4. Then leave the 0 reading. Then remaining 9 lines are there, no? In that remaining 9 lines also is coincide, not remaining 9 lines. In that remaining 9 lines, only one line it will coincide with one more main scale reading. Okay. In which line is coincided with the main scale reading, that you have to take vernier scale reading. Which on the vernier scale remaining 9 lines are there. In that 9 lines, suppose in our diagram what it is showing, at what line is coincided here? What line is coincided? 7th line is coincided here. Okay, so 7th line is coincided. So what is the vernier scale reading? 7. Vernier scale reading is coincided. 7th line on the vernier scale is coinciding with the main scale reading. So what is the vernier scale reading? You have to take 7. Okay, after taking that vernier scale reading 7, you have to multiply into least count. You have to multiply that vernier scale reading 7 into least count. What is that least count of this vernier caliper? 0.01. So 0.01 into 7, how much? 0.07. correct. 0.01 into 7, how much? 0.07. So now you know vernier scale reading and you know main scale reading. What is the main scale reading? 2.4. What is the vernier scale reading? 0.07. You can add both. Then see the third point, add that main scale reading and vernier scale reading, you will get length of object. Okay, which object length you have to find? That object length now you will find when you can add that main scale reading 2.4 plus you can add that vernier scale reading. How much vernier scale reading? 0.07. So 2.4 plus 0.07, 2.47. That is the length of the object. Okay, now like this way you have to find the any small object length or thickness. Okay, but you have to remember, after finding the vernier scale reading, you have to multiply must and shouldly into least count value. Okay, so remember, you have to find the working of any object length means first of all you have to find the main scale reading. After that you have to find the vernier scale reading. Then after finding the vernier scale reading, you have to multiply with least count. Then finally you can add both values, main scale reading and vernier scale reading. Okay, so this is the working of the vernier caliper. Okay, concept is digital vernier caliper. Okay, now nowadays digital vernier calipers are using to find the measurements of small objects. So in present days, instead of using normal vernier calipers, most of the people using the digital vernier calipers to reduce, because to reduce the work. Okay, so nowadays all are using the digital vernier calipers to find the measurements of small objects. In today's topic, what we learn, just roughly we will see once, description of vernier calipers. So about this description I already explained above. Next one is errors. So how many types of errors having this vernier caliper? That vernier caliper does not having any error means that is the zero error. Otherwise that vernier caliper having any error means it is possible in two types of errors, that is positive zero error and negative zero error. Correct. And next one is uses of this vernier caliper. What is the uses? To find the any length of any small object or thickness of any small object, we should find by the use of this vernier caliper. And last one is working. So about this working I clearly explained in above itself, how to find the length of the small objects. But you have to remember here, in the process of working you have to find the main scale reading and vernier scale reading. After finding that vernier scale reading, you have to multiply with least count. Okay, so after that you have to add that main scale reading and vernier scale reading. That final answer, after adding you will get one answer, that is the length of that small object. Okay.